Hello again, everybody! Some of you probably weren't expecting to see a reboot of my Smash LP, but we're gonna do it because, honestly, looking back at what I had recorded thus far, I realised that I didn't set my ambitions high enough. I need to overachieve with this LP, so my opinions on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the 5th game in the Super Smash Bros. Series, are no different to when I first played it. I'm in love with this game. I have played this far more than any other game in the Smash series, even Melee, and I enjoy playing it both casually and competitively. I absolutely adore this game's presentation, its story modes, its campaign that we will be playing, and even the music, like this song in particular. Honestly, I think this song right here is beautiful. It's one of my favourite video game songs of all time, and it's the second theme in Smash Bros. History that actually has lyrics. And they're in English/Japanese at that, not Latin, a dead language, so you get to enjoy this song to its fullest. So yeah, no, this game is super dope. I love it to bits. It's when this game first announced that it was going to be a perfect conglomeration of everything Smash Bros, combine everything from the previous games into one big installment, I was honestly worried at first. I thought to myself, what's going to be sacrificed? Is the game going to be horribly imbalanced? Is there going to be maybe some kind of horrible unseen drawback? Maybe performance issues, God forbid. But no, Smash Bros. Ultimate, to me, is a perfect video game. And today we're going to be 100%ing it. So here we are in the main campaign, World of Lights. We're going to go straight in for hard difficulty, and here's a cutscene.
Don't let a single one get away!
I remember when this game was first announced, this cutscene set the internet on fire. People were not ready for it. It's jarringly dark, ironically, given that the main villain is a god of light, with an army of master hands at his disposal. And yeah, a lot of people weren't ready to see all of their favourite Nintendo characters deal with this. The worst is Shulk, who can see it coming, with his premonitions. Hey, you know those childhood icons you love so much? They all fucking die. Link is dead. Samus is dead. Zelda, Mewtwo dead. Oh, Sonic, he got killed whilst trying to save Pikachu's life. A hero to the end. Captain Falcon couldn't bail. Pokemon are trying their sweet moves and nothing's working. Poor Inklings, they just got here. They're newcomers and they're already dead. This one sucks. Palutena goes. As do her patrons, because they rely on her for their flight. All of these guys. Poor villager there was just panicking. I think it's a sweet mercy that they didn't show Isabelle in that opening, because I know a lot of people who would not handle seeing Isabelle killed so horribly there. But anyway, there's Kirby proving himself to be the most canonically powerful Nintendo character, who, in a pinch, is able to bail out of existence and avoid the end of the universe. I've seen a lot of speculation videos on which Nintendo characters could have overcome those lights, you know, if they were more prepared for them, but it always comes back down to Kirby. Kirby's a boss. Kirby's whole deal is he can take on universal and planetary opponents just by matching their abilities. And that's what our little pink boy intends to do in this campaign mode. So, for those of you who are completely new to this and are still blown away by what the hell just happened, what was all this overstimulating bullshit, Basically, lots of video game characters, big crossover fighting game, but the campaign sees all of them being obliterated and replaced with spirits. Spirits are stand-ins for different characters or different gaming icons that didn't actually make it into Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the way that the game represents these spirits is by taking fighters, as you're seeing here, and then adapting them, changing their movesets, changing the conditions in which you fight them, so that they better represent the character or the item that you are currently pitted against. I know that sounds complicated, but say for example you have the Smoky Prog from Pikmin. Smoky Prog being a super boss from the first Pikmin game. To represent a battle against the Smoky Prog, which is a pretty beastly enemy with a shit ton of health and defense, they have it possess a Mario. That Mario then takes on the attributes of the Smoky Prog, from its coloration to its incredible defenses. And that'll be our first opponent in this. As the game goes on, you'll fight thousands, well not thousands, hundreds of spirits, and they all represent different characters. This image, by the by, is absolutely haunting. That is a lot for a Nintendo game. Hence why this game got so much notoriety when it first was announced, when this whole trailer was announced. So yeah. Anyway, when you first start this campaign mode, when you first start Smash Brothers in general, you're actually gifted a random spirit from a small pool of low-level spirits. I was given Dragonite, but I'm not going to be using Dragonite for this LP. I actually did something else. I did one of the DLC battles. One of the Dragon Quest DLC battles, which are optional and can be tackled at any time, whether or not you've started the campaign modes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing as that spirit. I'm going to be playing into the same gimmick that this campaign has. I ain't just playing as the Nintendo characters as they are. I'm going to be a bit more creative than that. I'm going to take on the Smoky Prog, aforementioned, with a blue Kirby. I just realised how weird it looks seeing Smash Bros. Ultimate's character select screen. One of the most cluttered character select screens of all time, with just one icon on it. That looks really weird. And you'll never see it again. Alright, Slime. I'm playing as the Slime from Dragon Quest. Here we go. And I'm taking on the Smoky Prog from Pikmin. So, you know what? I could use this opportunity to talk about the Smoky Prog, but I kind of already have. So instead we're going to just talk about Kirby and his moveset. Kirby is a very balanced character who's been around since the first Smash Bros. Game. He has a nice arsenal of different copy abilities from his own game, but his best gimmick is his standard B move, where he inhales his opponent and can steal their B move. In this case, I've stolen Mario's Fireballs, which, although mediocre, can be really annoying and disruptive, and good for racking up damage. You'll also notice I'm trying to get a nice clean hit with the hammer. You've got the Kirby Cutter on your up B. You've even got Kirby Stone on your down B. Cool fact about Kirby, his Smash Bros. Moveset actually kind of came full circle in a Kirby game. In Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, you can get the Smash copy ability, which gives him all of his Smash moveset. It all comes full circle. Anyway, that Smoky Prog spirit was a secondary spirit, so I can actually attach it to my Dragon Quest Slime spirit in order to add more attributes. In this case, it would allow me to get a nice spiky ball to throw at enemies. Alrighty, so next up, our next battle is against Eevee! One of my favourite Pokemon, one of the cutest Pokemon of all time. Oh god, I love Eevee. But interestingly, the thing with this battle is that you're not fighting Eevee itself, but rather its evolutions. Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, in that order. So yeah, there is an Eevee there who comes from that Pokeball and likes to bap you about. rather irritatingly. But we're more interested in these three Yoshis. The first one was Vaporeon, who is just represented by a blue Yoshi. Jolteon, represented by a yellow Yoshi, who, although you didn't really get to see it, has a screw attack to represent his electric attacks. And the Flareon here, kind of goes without saying, it's a fiery Yoshi. Those are the evolutions. There's a primary spirit of Eevee. So if I so wanted, I could put that on instead of the slime. But I'm probably never going to really put on a primary spirit unless it has a chance of being upgraded, like slime does. Or is at least 3 stars, because it's not worth it otherwise. Anyway, next battle is against Celeste, the adorable little museum attendant, along with Blathers, from Animal Crossing. In this battle, she's represented by an adorable Jigglypuff with a big bow, who is spamming the rest attack, one of the more devastating moves Jigglypuff has if it actually lands. The reason that we're representing Celeste with a Jigglypuff is because, if you'll notice, this level is set during the daytime. And in Animal Crossing, Celeste and Blathers are owls. So if you approach them in the daytime to give them items for their museum, they're usually asleep. I have no idea why Celeste just kind of died there. She could easily have recovered there, but she just didn't. Such is the AI of hard difficulty, I guess. Wasn't ready for that. That was interesting. Anyway, next up we just have our boy Mario. The big man himself, the big icon who really makes Nintendo what it is. And arguably one of the titular characters, because the brothers in Super Smash Bros. Is most likely referring to the Mario brothers. Anyway, there's a little tutorial from the game. We're getting quite a lot of those. But that one clarified that we can give our spirit snacks to upgrade them. But unfortunately, I don't have quite enough snacks to get the fully powered slime. We'll deal with that later. For now, let's take on a proper battle against the real-ass Mario, who, once we've saved him, will be released from his bonds and will be able to join us. Here we go, as he would say. So Mario in Super Smash Bros. Like Kirby, been around since the first, well, obviously, being the main character. And he also is a very balanced character. However, he has a few very unique tricks up his sleeve that can give him a massive edge. Yeah, he has his basic bitch fireballs with the B move, but his side B is using his cape from Super Mario World. When he does that, he can actually use it to flip enemies over, which, in the right circumstances, i.e. when your enemy's trying to get back on the stage, can be devastating. He also has the Flood from Super Mario Sunshine, mapped to his down B, which allows him to spray jets of water, non-damaging, but with very good knockback. Also good for punking enemies off the edge. And if you want the ultimate move for dunking enemies off the edge, then Mario's forward A attack, his basic forward attack when he's in the air, is one of the most amazing slam dunks ever. He just fists you into oblivion. And yes, I'm aware of what I just said. I stick by it. Mario fists you into oblivion. And just like that, he's now joined the squad. I can play as him. Well, I'll play him once I find a spirit that he can represent properly. So, that is that. And before I take on this Breath of the Wild Guardian, I'm actually going to do something a little different now. We're going to go visit the Spirit Board. See you there.